Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be trying to make more content more consistently. So today I decided let me do Get Ready with me for the first time, and I'm kind of riding off the back of a post that I recently did on Instagram. And if you're not following me, I will put the link down below. So basically I just want to talk about life a little bit while I do my makeup. Disclaimer, I'm not a makeup professional. I don't know how to do makeup. Oh, things are busy for me. I don't know how to do makeup like professionally. I'm just gonna do what I do. And then yeah. Don't judge a girl. Okay, let's get into it. Starting off with, do I even need to mention my products? Anyway, instant pore eraser. I'm not wearing sunscreen because it's at night. Anyway, I'm just writing off the post that I did recently, and I spoke about some of the internal things that I am dealing with, some of the internal demons that we all deal with, I guess linked to imposter syndrome. And just like one of my friends and I were talking about like Instagram, and she was just saying she had deleted the app because she just felt like it was no longer feeling healthy for her. She felt like it was taking her away from the positivity of all the great things she had done in her life. And it's that whole comparison is the thief of joy situation. So I think I was having one of those moments where I was kind of like, ugh. Like I look at X, Y, and Z, look how far they've come. They're probably making more money than me, salary, blah, blah, blah. And yes, like I have a business, and content creation is coming to a place where I'm starting to get like booked gigs. It hasn't always been like that. Like my life is very interesting, my story in particularly. Yeah, so I was just feeling kind of like a fish out of water. I was stressed this December. There are a lot of things that I felt like I hadn't achieved that I had set goals for in the beginning of the year. Mind you, I don't always set goals. Like, I've just kind of been a person who just goes with the wind. But this year, I decided like I wanted to set goals, and I set goals with my boyfriend. So we set goals, and I made sure that we set goals that were realistic, because I wanted it to be like attainable, you know, because it was the first time I had actually gone on this journey of like actually thinking about what I want and actually having value. Like I want X of this, Y of this, you know. So yeah, we sat down and we looked at things like body goals, financial things, and just like personal things that we want to achieve, right? And then COVID, you know, COVID happened, and well, obviously derailed. I found out also earlier this year that like my fibroids had gotten to a point of like catastrophe. So I needed to do something about that. So like I was just feeling like, oh my gosh, this year I paid the drama. Anyway, lockdown actually didn't turn out to be like too bad. Like I got to spend a lot of time with my boyfriend. I learned a lot about him and like who we are as people. And yeah, I think it was good. Just from a content creation, like as part of my goals, I wanted to push my content creation a lot more. So I found myself filming a lot more videos. So I was trying to do like a couple of videos a week and pushing them on Instagram. Anyway, so, and through that and through the help of some really amazing people that supported me, influencers that endorsed me, it helped me grow my business. That, mind you, I started, don't know what I'm doing, that I started years ago. My business has been running for 4 years. This is not a new business. Like I didn't start it during lockdown. I've been doing it. I was selling out the boot of my car. I was selling to friends. I was selling to family. Anyone that actually showed interest. And there was a stage where I actually didn't think like this business made sense, because I just felt like, I was like, this thing works for me. Like, my hair accessories work for me. Why is nobody buying, you know? And people were buying here and there, and that was really helping me financially, because guys, like, my finances were not great. They are improving. I'm working on them every single day. And as part of my goals for this year is that I wanted to diversify my income, just so that I have something to live off outside of my salary. And in the past, like I mentioned, I was working in the club. I was also doing other things, like I was working odd jobs. I was doing eventing. Like, I was just all over the place. But I also felt like all the money that I was generating, it wasn't like a lot of money. I couldn't see where it was going, because I can't afford to stay on my own. I couldn't, sorry. I was aspiring to be able to stay on my own. And yeah, it just felt like aspiration was looking further than closer, because of the way my finances were set up, because I needed, obviously when you want a place, you need to have a consistent income, blah, 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 the bank. And my bank account was not saying consistent. So something happened. Just switch off this light. Then something happened during lockdown. Ooh, it's feeling a bit ethereal. Let me change. Let me switch the light back on. And something happened during lockdown, and I'm just so thankful to God for that. People started seeing me, like my page had been consistently growing. And I had set goals for my page, but because I was creating the content consistently, people were sharing my content, and thank you for sharing my content. People were sharing my content, my page's audience was growing, and the audience of and the reach of my products was growing as well. So I found people were buying things more consistently. And for me, someone who has worked in a club, like I'm sure some of you might know me, and don't worry, I won't tell anybody what you did. So from the time when I was working in the club, I found I never found that income that I was making in the club in the real world. Like in the club, I knew if I work every weekend XYZ, I'll make X amount of money, so I could kind of budget, start planning for life. But it never turned out that way, because things were happening at home. I was helping with my family. Like I got retrained. So many things happened over the past couple of years, and when lockdown happened and things were selling, I was like, oh my gosh, this might actually be the thing that helps me get out of this rut that I've been in, the thing that I've been praying for, the one thing that I just wanted more ways to be able to financially support myself and my family. Because my mom hasn't been working for years. She hasn't been working since I was in high school. So every time something like I came into some money, or things were starting to stabilize, mind the thunder, something would happen. Mom needed, like my mom, because of her mental illness, there was always just drama that needed money. So anyway, I just felt like, this might be with lockdown and my headbands and hair accessories finally starting to sell consistently. I was like, okay, I might be onto something, There might be something here for me that can help me stabilize my life a little bit, so I can plan for the future. Like I want to be able to exist on my own, I'm either living at my aunt's house or I'm living at my boyfriend's house. Like I don't have any roots anywhere. And like I just feel like I'm 30, why don't I have my stuff together? So yeah, lockdown happens, things started selling. I was like, okay, cool, I can start planning. Then I forgot about the elephant in the room, which is my fibroids. My fibroids needed serious attention. So yeah, it kept on sitting and weighing on me. So I decided, okay, let me just get this thing over and done with. And there were some financial implications with that, and again, take life has a way of just changing your plans. But I'm so thankful that everything happened the way it did with my fibroids, because I ended up finding like a brilliant doctor who's worth every single penny, just based on how she's treated me and stuff. Anyway, so I guess, guys, what I'm trying to say is, like, with life, yeah, whenever you make plans and they don't turn out the way you anticipate, don't go on social media and like send yourself into a tailspin comparing yourself to people who have not lived your life. I've lived through incredible hardship, and so have all of us, and I mean, my struggle and your struggle is very different, but there were times where I was like, I hate my life. Like, I don't understand. Things are not getting better. One moment, like, I feel like, okay, I can finally breathe. Things were stabilizing. Then something else happens. Like, for me, it was just, it was retrenchment. It was my car, crashed my car. Then I sorted it out. Then my car just gave in. And then, it was, I don't even want to rehash it. But there've been so many things that have, that I felt like were hindering me from getting a step closer to where I wanted to be in life. And when I did the post on Instagram, I just decided, you know what, Sihle, instead of like, I wish I was here, I should have been doing this, I want to travel, I should be traveling overseas, I want to do this. As much as I want to be aspirational, I also believe in being realistic and just reflecting. So I was taking a bit of stock just to understand, like, okay, how far have you come? Where are you in terms of your goals? You set these goals, and how are you looking? Like, and it's taken so long. I mean, I'm 30. I've been feeling this anxiety since I was 19. It's like 11 years of like, I felt like it was just dirt, but it was for me, I think, falling on the floor and coming back up, dusting myself off and deciding, okay, look, this is not working, let me try something else, that has gotten me to this place. And like, I'm not, like life is not like crazy amazing, but like I'm in a way better place than I was last year, the year before, and the year before, and the year before. So for me, those reflective moments are important, just to look back on. Like, there was a stage in my life where financially things were so bad. I remember the one day we didn't even have bread in the house. We had dry wheat bix. I had dry wheat bix with like peanut butter and jam. Like, there's so many moments, there've been so many things, there've been these moments where I was just like, and I'm thankful that my mom always tried to make sure that I was in school, like when she was still kind of a little bit more lucid. So that kind of helped me. And then also like just myself, pushing myself. I remember like I lost a lot of weight in matric because I was so stressed. I wanted to get a bursary, but I was going to study something that wasn't going to qualify for a bursary, so I needed to get my marks up so I could apply for NAPSIS, which I'm still paying off. So like I just felt like at the time I just needed to do so much in matric. What was my point? I forgot what my point was. Yeah, just to say, like, education has always been something that has been a driving force for me. I said to myself, 8:30 I need to do my postgrad in business administration after getting my undergrad. And I didn't know where I was going to get the money from. And I happened to start working for a company. Mind you, I had to start afresh when I joined this company, which was 5 years ago. I had already been working I've been working since I was 16. I'd had an office job for about 5 years, but I decided I wanted to get into marketing, so I had to take a pay cut, humble myself, basically do a marketing administrative role. And the reason I did that was because I knew I wanted to study, and this company was going to fund my studies, you know. And after a couple of years, actually the year was it 2018 was the year I thought I was going to do it, and then stuff happened as life does. Stuff happened and I couldn't do it, so I ended up doing it in 2019. And no, was it 2019? Yeah, I did it in 2019 because I wanted to make sure that I graduated by age 30, which I did, and I hit that mark, and I'm so thankful. And at there were so many moments where I was like, this thing's not going to happen. Even when I was already studying, and there was this course that was kicking my butt, I was like, I don't know, 2020, age 30, am I going to get this PDBA? But while I was going through it, I was like, okay, it's fine. Even if I flunk this course, I will still finish by age 30. And I can't believe I passed management accounting. It's amazing to me. And the mark that I got, I'm even surprised. But I really pushed myself. Like, I found ways to make money so I could get a tutor. Like, there were these guys, you just have to hustle, hey? You sing, even when you sing flames, like, I spent a lot of time like not sleeping because I'm stressed. So I figured instead of stressing about not being able to pay for things, let me find a way to make money at night, you know. And that's when the clubbing thing happened. And when I was tired of the clubbing thing, because I've been doing it for 5 years, I got into the eventing thing. So I was eventing while I was studying. It was a lot. Actually, like, I definitely had major burnout at some point. Not just burnout, also just resentment, because I just felt like, why do I have to work so freaking hard to attain anything? But anyway, we made it full circle. The most important thing for me this year was the financial stuff. It's still a work in progress, but it's way better than it was last year. I've put in place plans to make sure that I can continually build on the goals that I've set for myself. And yeah, I just want to encourage you to do that as well, you know. It can feel really crap, try not to swear, it can feel really crap that you are in the position that you're in right now, but it's temporary, but it's temporary based on what you do for yourself. Pray to God, but also make actionable decisions and work on them, like act towards them. Don't just set a goal for yourself, like actually, what are the steps towards setting this goal? So what we did in the beginning of the year is we set we had themes, so it was like finance, body, something, I forgot, there were like 3 categories. Within those categories, there were goals, and within those goals, there were tasks that need to be done to help attain those goals. So I've been trying to work on those respective tasks all the time, you know. I said I was going to be creating content more. I said I was going to work on my YouTube. I hit the 1,000 subscribers, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I got my 1,000 subscribers, and yeah, I think like I've made progress, you know. Sometimes I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so far from everybody else. I'm like, bro, from last year, you've made serious progress. Like, stop being hard on yourself. Celebrate the fact that you've done X, Y, Z. Look at the tasks that you set up within these various goals and themes that you set up for the year, and just like reflect and say, okay, cool, yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing that again this year. If I think about the biggest lessons that I've learned, just to kind of sum it up and bring this whole kind of offloading that I'm having, is most importantly is comparison is a thief of joy. I think this is in regards to all aspects of your life, whether it be content creation, whether it be looking at yourself in comparison to your peers, like just everything. Stop looking at other people and saying like, oh my gosh, I'm not there yet. Like, you need to look at yourself and say, where was I last year or last quarter? How far have I come from there? If you're not happy with the progress, Sisi, cleaner and continue. Like, push yourself, do the work. Do you need to revisit the tasks that you had set for yourself? Like, change the tasks up. And it's okay if like things are not as you had planned in terms of you attaining your tasks. Reflect on why. Why did that happen? Why am I not reaching the goal that I'd set for myself? Do I need to be more disciplined? Do I need to change things in my life? Do I need to cut off friends? Are friends distracting me? Do they want to go to the club all the time? That could literally be a whole video. Like friends and relationships and the influence and impact they have on your personal growth. Just look at your life, take stock. What needs to change, reevaluate, shift things around. For me, even like all areas of relationships, men, friends, family, like it's not a game. I'm not playing. Like, if you're going to deter me from being happy, or you're going to stop me from attaining my goals, we're done. Okay guys, I've just I wrapped up my makeup and I put in some clip-ins, and now I'm just going in with my bucket hat because I just wanted my hair to have, I wanted my bucket hat to have some vibes, and I'm using the clip-ins as a protective style, and it's satin lined, so it works. But yeah guys, what I wanted to say is that in conclusion, just like appreciate how far you've come. I know it gets hard. I know I struggle with the same. Like, I grew up in Boksburg. We're not well off at all. Like, there was a stage where things were going really well for my mom, and then bipolar hit and nervous breakdown and everything. Like, we lost our house, we lost everything, and we had to start from scratch. And that has just taught me that it's never too late to start afresh as an individual. So don't be hard on yourself when you feel like you haven't reached the goals that you wanted to reach for yourself. Just pace yourself, try to do better every various interval in life, whether it's quarterly, whether it's annually, whether it's every 5 years. Like, all the little steps that you've made cumulatively will make an impact in your life if you're working on those steps and making those steps impactful, you know? So small things like saving a little bit, cutting down on the shopping. If you can't save, like there was a stage I couldn't save. I'm starting to save now at age 30, imagine. If you can't save yet, what are you doing so that you can save? Like, all these things, like, do you want to start your business? Start small. I started selling my things at work, and they were like, selling in the office. And I was just like, whatever. So yeah, start small, sell from where, like, start your business, sell to your friends, sell to your family. So, like, I was selling from WhatsApp, then I got like a cheapy-ish online store, and then I upgraded to Shopify because I really wanted to improve the experience of my customers. And those small little things are huge for me. Like, I went from WhatsApp to, like, I got a website. Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yeah. So, it took long. It took some time. But every day, every chance I got, when I had a little bit of cash, I take the money, like, reinvest it in my business, even though, like, I was using it for, like, groceries. But I was using it to develop new products, figure them out, rework them, so that, for instance, if I made profit of 50 Rand, I'd make sure that I'm going to try use that extra 50 Rand to go buy something, like some material, then improve on the design that I've made so that I can sell, and I can increase the price a little bit, because then I can sell quality as opposed to just like a product, you know? So yeah. And now we're at bucket hats. So we started off with, what did I start off with? I started off with the bonnets. And now I've got quite a few accessories. I'm so proud of myself. From somebody who was just, I was actually selling out the boot of my car. Like I was that cliche. I was selling out the boot of my car. I was selling anybody who could, knew. And then my friends, the most amazing brand ambassadors, my friends are buying from me. I'm so thankful to them forever. Like, it was the small little things that got me to this point. I feel like I'm talking as if like I've made it. I've made it more than I made it yesterday, if that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, so guys, in conclusion, like, just love how far you've come. Don't compare yourself to others, and just be kind to yourself and your journey. And yeah, I hope this video inspires you. I hope it makes you reevaluate how you look at yourself and how far you've come. And yeah, thank you so much for helping me grow. Please pay it forward. I'm paying it forward. I'm making sure that I'm giving back however I can, endorsing people's businesses, giving to charity. Like these things come back to you full circle. So whenever something good happens in my life, I try. Even if it's simple things like giving clothes away, that positive energy you're bringing into your life can help you, you know? Anywho, guys, it's been real. Thank you for watching this video. I don't know if you want to know what products I used. If you do, please comment below and let me know if you actually want to see what I used on my face. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, give it a like, and thank you for watching.